Start sucking.
Hey everybody, what's up? This is Bob.
Hi everybody, this is Miles.
Miles. We're both ill tonight.
Two sick old men.
Yeah. The
Manning it up for the show, though. The
Yeah.
show must go on.
The show must go on. I was I've been worse and I'm a little better, but on I guess it was Sunday night, I felt terrible and my nose was just draining constantly. I couldn't stop it,
Oh yeah.
And my kids go, why do you sound like a cartoon character when you're sick?
Oh?
I'm like, what? They go, because I got like a face full of snot and I'm talking like this.
Oh,
They're like, you sound like a cartoon character. And so, oddly enough, I just realized this as I said it to them, but it's old now. But I go, I've got the suds, which is an old SpongeBob reference.
Oh yeah.
Because my kids used to watch SpongeBob, but that's now almost 20 years old. I got the suds, Patrick.
Yeah.
So
no shit.
yeah, I had the suds. I still got them, but they were making fun of the way I was speaking. So,
Dad, what about you?
what about you, Dad? Go fix me turkey pot pie. So yeah, they laughed though because they knew the reference.
Our dad has a flu.
They like the reference. I got the suds.
Good. Yeah, I could tell it. The minute like you called, I could tell like, oh, this fucker's sick. Dude.
Yeah. Oh, my head's hurting tonight. So.
Yeah.
But hey, I've got other sick. I got a sick story to tell you. Not from me being sick though. It's another.
Yeah.
It's another tale from my trip to Los Angeles. If you want to hear it.
I don't think I have a choice.
That's true. You don't have a choice, and neither does the listening public. So we went out to Los Angeles a couple of weeks ago now, or week and a half ago, whatever it was. Anyway, so we got a rental, so we could get it because you gotta drive, you know what I mean, to get anywhere.
Yeah.
In LA, and so we went to my wife got a deal at some rental place, which wasn't like budget or Hertz or anything you've ever heard of. It was called New Car or New Rent. I can't remember what the name of it was. And it was in a hotel, so we had to catch the hotel shuttle to get to the car rental place because it was in the lobby of the hotel. It was a nice hotel, but
Okay.
and so we get there. And there's quite a few people waiting in line, but it kind of looks like they're kind of together, but we're not sure, And my wife storms right to the front, and I'm like, "Are you guys waiting?" And they're like, "Yes." And so I'm like, "Okay, hold your horses there, honey. We gotta wait our turn."
Yeah.
And so it turns out they just had a question. There was like a gaggle of 4 Kardashians there. And they just had a question, and so the lady goes, "Oh, you just have a question?" And she's helping some other guy, and they go, "Yeah, we just have a question." And then the other lady gets freed up, and she calls us over, and so we're doing our transaction. Well, meanwhile, the Kardashians have now stolen this guy's, person.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a car, and. And now these 4 Kardashians are like monopolizing this woman's time. She's trying to be nice, and so this guy he's getting all mad. He's like, I really would like to finish my transaction first, please. And then she's like, well, okay, let me finish up. So she, shoos them away, And
Mhm.
so our thing went really smoothly, but this guy was having trouble. So she's like, I just need your driver's license. So he pulls out a driver's license, and she's like, do you have a United States driver's license?
Uh-oh.
He's like, that's an international driver's license. I have a house in Spain
Oh,
and here.
ooh.
And she's like, well,
Ooh.
okay. She goes, but do you have if you live in California, do you have a, no, I don't have it with me. And so then they had a whole thing, and this guy was getting more and more pissed off. And, because, he's got a house in Spain. I've come here, I don't know how many times. All of a sudden he sounds like Shadow Stevens for some reason. And,
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, even through your illness, you're doing a great Shadow Stevens.
That's right. Hey, Hollywood Squares. So anyway, he's getting more and more pissed, and then then our lady who's helping us, she goes, "Oh, you're in luck. You have a brand new car." I'm like, okay. She's like,
The very last one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm waiting for the the punch in the gut. And no, it was a Dodge Charger, and it was brand new, had like 40 miles on it.
Oh my God.
And so she's like, be real careful. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a rental car. I'm paying for the insurance, by the way.
Hey, what country you think this is?
And so we go. Now we have to go out to station number 2, where this other lady proceeds to, we can't get the car ourselves. She goes, and it's like three rows down from where she's standing, and she goes and pulls it out, and then she proceeds to take pictures of the whole car. I'm like, it's a brand new car, but anyway. So we get in it. It's a nice enough car. I mean, I don't I don't think I would want to buy a Dodge Charger because I drove this, but it was a brand new car. So
you sound like the guy for The Price is Right. It's a brand new car.
Brand new car. Roddy, tell us about it.
All right, Pat.
That's right. Okay, Drew. He's the new host, right? So, so we get in and we get situated, and my wife's like, watch this. We're gonna take care of this car. So she kind of she's driving, by the way, because I'm a much more timid driver, and Los Angeles is no place for timid drivers, really. So she tears out of there, and we're on our way, places. And so we, we kind of do our thing, and the deal is that we were going to get my daughter, she's there, and she was coming with us to our hotel, which was not anywhere near where she lives. So we weren't so getting anywhere in LA, and this is what's going to blow everybody who's been there. It blows their mind. It's like it's almost 10 minutes a mile to get anywhere if you're not on like a major highway that's deserted.
No,
literally to cut through any place in the city, regular roads, 10 minutes a mile.
Jesus.
So the plan is that we're going to go to our hotel, and then her and her boyfriend were going to come to the hotel, and then they can decide that we had a suite, so they could spend the night if they wanted to. They could not, whatever they wanted to do, right? Yeah. And so then we get, I don't know, not even halfway there, maybe a third of the way there. Her boyfriend's in a business that is demanding, and so he gets a call and he has to do something. And so my daughter's like, well, would you come get me, and then he'll just come later and we can go to dinner. Fine. So we turn around. It was already taking us like 45 minutes to get like 2 miles or something crazy. And then we turn around, we go get her, we get back in traffic, we got to go 30 miles. About 2 hours into this 30-mile trip,
oh, jeez.
It's like stop and go traffic, She gets kind of woozy, and so I sat in the back, and my wife was driving, and so they're in the front and I'm in the back, and I'm about asleep because at this point it's end of the day. I'm ready to get to the hotel. I'm wiped out. We've been traveling, and I'm like dozing off.
Yeah.
Well, we had gotten some supplies, at the store, so we wouldn't have to pay, $10 a bottle for water and stuff. And I had the supplies in the bag. I hear my daughter yells, "Give me a bag!" And I'm like, "What?
Oh.
Huh? What? What?" And my wife's like, "Give her the damn bag!"
Oh, jeez.
So I dump everything out into the back seat and I hand up the grocery bag, and she proceeds to throw up
Oh, fuck.
in the bag and then all over the dashboard. Of this brand new Charger.
Oh, my God.
And then I'm in the back seat going, what is going on, right? I'm incredulous. Yeah. And so my wife's like, she's car sick. She had to puke. And I'm like, but on the dash,
Yeah.
I'm like, future reference. Roll down the window and stick your head out,
Yeah.
From my early days of being a drunkard.
Yeah.
Roll down the window.
Yeah, I was gonna say, your kids didn't party enough. I can see that already.
So, yeah, exactly. Because you just go find a car wash and they'll take care of it right away. So then, we still had about 45 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And so miraculously, it was on the dashboard, but it didn't make it to the floor.
Yeah.
It kind of stuck to the dashboard. And so we're driving for 45 minutes. We had to roll all the windows down because it stunk.
I'm getting sick. I don't feel good to begin with. Not hearing the story is not helping.
So then we get to the hotel, which is a nice enough hotel, and we're pulling into the parking lot, and they have a valet and they have self park, right? So the valet comes running over because he thinks we're going to valet and sticks his head in her window. She's holding a full bag of puke.
Oh, God.
And there's puke all over the dashboard. It stinks.
Oh, God.
And my wife's like, we're going to self-park.
Oh, God.
And he had to get hit in the face with the smell. It just smelled so putrid. It had been sitting there for 45 minutes. And so he's like, you can pull up here and unload. And then,
did.
Yeah, I did. And so then my daughter's like, what am I going to do with this bag of puke? And I'm like, every hotel, in the front of every hotel is usually a trash can. Except for this one. But I spied it. They had tucked it around a pillar. And I'm like, there's a trash can over there. Ditch that. She's like, what about all this puke? I said, don't worry about it. I go in there and sit down. Mom's going to check us in. Just don't puke anymore.
I'll hire a bum to clean it.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm like, we everybody had their, duties. My wife's checking us in. We're parked in the no parking unload zone with this pukey car.
No puke zone.
Yeah, the puke mobile now. And then I go in and I'm like my head's on a swivel. I'm like, how am I going to clean this puke? So first thing I do is I head to the bathroom. I'm like, I can get some paper towels and something. And so I go into the bathroom, and it was one of those ones where you got to wave your hand. So I'm in there like, So I got like this giant wad of paper towels, and I come out, and the maid's cart's there because she was cleaning the women's bathroom at that point. And I go, should I ask? I go, no. I just grabbed her bottle of whatever the hell it was off the cart. The spray bottle of Windex or 409 or whatever the fuck it was. And I take it out to the car with my big wad of paper towels. And I start cleaning it up. And then putting it in the trash can that was close by. Oh, my Lord. And then one of the funnier aspects was then I get it cleaned up as good as I can in the dark by stealing the cleaning supplies. And my wife's like, where the hell did you get a spray bottle?
Don't ask.
I'm like, don't ask. So then I ran it back over there and I put it back on the maid's cart before she notices. I don't know where she must have went on a smoke break or something. Nobody was around this cart. And
I got her fired or something.
Yeah, probably. Oh, you're using too much 409 for Christ's sake. And so I put that back, and then I get up, and the line's not moving. There's like a bunch of people checking in. I move up with my wife, and I'm like, is she okay? We're having our little convo. And then these people in front of us are like, oh, tough night. And like, kinda, And they look over, and I swear they think that my daughter's like special. Because she's sitting there on the lobby chair, like green. Her face is just green.
Oh,
and she her eyes are watering, and her she just looks like tremendously, like totally wiped out. And they're like, give me that, your special child over there, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And so we get up the stairs. I'm like, I think they thought you were retarded. But she didn't appreciate that. So then, everything. I parked the car, and and the worry was if I didn't clean it up good enough, we're gonna get in the car. It's gonna smell like puke the next day. But it didn't. But there still was like this crust around the charger badge. So we had to get some like wet wipes to finish it up. But yeah,
I'm never renting a car again. I will not rent a car again after hearing that. Oh my God.
Yeah, so we didn't get a bill or anything, so it passed the muster. But yeah, that was our first day on a little trip there. Yeah,
nice.
And I'm like, you gotta roll down the window, honey. Gotta roll down the window. Mm-hmm. It's a lot easier, and this bumpy dashboard, really hard to clean.
Oh God, I'm sick.
So yeah, but lessons learned. Everybody jumped into action, even though we were tired. So,
jeez.
And yeah, we put her in the front because she always does. She gets car sick, but boy, oh boy, wasn't expecting that one.
Puke.
I'm like, it's a brand new car.
With puke.
Charger PK edition.
The optional puke version.
What's that scent? Is that new car smell?
Nope, it's clam chowder.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
No, she had spinach dip.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Now we're both sick, and I'm talking about
I know.
the pukiness, but I was just like, it couldn't have worked out. It could have worked out better in the sense that it never happened, but I lucked out with the maid's cart. So
yeah.
So that's what's happening, around these parts.
Oh my God.
What about you?
My son and I took a trip, and we went up to a big hospital I go to every once in a while, just because I've unfortunately lived my life too closely to Jim Morrison's life.
Oh, I thought maybe because you were a record donor or something, and you were looking to get a wing named after you.
It is my reassignment surgery.
Oh, okay. I know. What are they reassigning you to? I mean,
yeah, I know. Like, I want to be skinny.
Yeah. They're like, I don't think we can do that, but if you want to cut your wiener off, we'll take care of that for you.
It'd be easier to make you the woman than the skinny. I think.
We can make you a fat woman who looks Minnesotan.
Oh, you betcha there.
Oh, you betcha. I've never been to the beach,
Yeah.
You got to wear your sun hat when you're at the beach there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so this is like an MRI, and I had one done. I don't know, like 5 years ago.
What part of your body are they MRIing? Because I had one done. It was horrible.
My enlarged penis.
Yeah.
And so
It's got a skeletal structure.
And we got there on time, surprisingly, because I'm always late. Right?
Is it an open MRI or did they stick you in the tube?
No, tube it.
Oh, how the fuck did they fit you in the tube? I didn't even fit
I don't
in the
know.
tube.
I don't know, because it was okay. I would like it to be a little bit bigger. I'll be honest with you, but it is what it is, I guess. But
I had to get my head scanned for something, and my shoulders were rubbing the side. I didn't put me all the way in. He just put me in up to my shoulders.
Oh no!
And my shoulders were like crammed against this thing. He actually put padding in there so it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
I couldn't do that. Did they give you something ahead of time?
No.
I took a thing. The doctor gave me a like a Valium or something, because I said I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna go nuts on this thing. He's like, oh no, I'll give you something. I go to the thing. I get one pill. Right.
Wait, I could have got jazzed up in this.
Well, it didn't work.
Man.
I was still totally freaked out the whole time. Yeah. But he did give me a pill. He said, take this about a half hour before, so I did, and I still almost didn't make it.
No, come on.
I'm serious. I cannot be crammed.
It's like going to sleep. It's like taking a nap. I love napping. I'm like, okay.
No, I had to get they don't let you move. I had to get clamped. My head had to get clamped in this thing.
Well, that's different, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. And so we get there, and surprisingly, everything was like clockwork. Like I got in there, and boom, 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 everything's going perfect, fast. Like, wow, because usually you go to, especially like a big hospital, it's like, okay, well, this is going to be like a 4-hour thing or something,
right, yeah.
And it was all like clockwork. I'm like, my God, these people are just so efficient and good.
Did they give you a drip? Did you get a drip?
There was a lady that put something in my arm, and then I could like taste like iodine or something. I don't know what the hell it was.
Well, they put stuff in you to see better. But anyway,
I guess or something. I don't know.
Well, I asked the guy. I said, "Why do you do that?" And he's like, "Well, they put something in to see better for what they were looking at on me." And he's like, "Also, if everything goes south, then we've already got you hooked up, and we can just stick things into you."
Oh, Christ. Okay. I understand your pill now. I am understanding. I wasn't told any of this. I was told none of that.
Well, none. You're not like, I'm like like an 8-year-old kid. I ask every question imaginable when I'm in these weird situations. I'm like,
Oh my God. I was told none of this. I'm a little cheated. And I get into I'm almost into the receptacle, I guess. I don't even want to call it a machine.
The giant magnetic vagina you're stuffed into.
Yeah, basically, like you're going back in time. Like, whoop, here I go.
It's a time tunnel.
Back in the labia. And this girl, there's like 2 women working there, I guess, and they're probably easily half my age.
I was going to say half your age.
And easily half. They were very nice.
Yeah.
And I always get worried because, like, due to a previous accident, I have a lot of metal parts still in my body.
Yeah, no kidding. That was one of my. I don't have any like from operations, but I'm like, what if I have like something metal that got stuck in my head at one point? Now it's gonna get sucked right out of there.
Yeah, right. Because it's like, do you have metal filings in your eye? I'm like, well, shit, I hope not, man. Like, shit. Like,
they asked me that, and I go, what happens if I do?
It's gonna rip out, basically.
It's bad. Then we have to go stick. You got to stick a needle in you, in that thing up there. Yeah.
You'll never blink again.
Oh my Lord.
And so I'm trying to tell her this. I'm like, yeah, well, see, I got this. And I set off like some kind of alarm or something. I was standing too close to a door, like this. They're like, whoa, get away from that door. It was like some automatic door I was like too close to. Like, whoa, hey. So I'm all worried because I haven't had a chance to tell these two my whole life story. I'm like,
Right.
well, like, oh, come on in, come on in. And from prior experience, I know that they will put headphones on you and they'll just play music you like, right?
I didn't get that.
And well, it's because you had like a head thing.
I had a
right?
head thing on. Yeah, they just clamped it down on my face.
And so last time I was in there, like I say, it's got to be 4 or 5 years ago, probably. I asked for Pink Floyd, and like, oh yeah, and they played like Time, I think, or something. Doom, 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 what the Booms,
It was the
And I'm like,
Bangles.
oh,
Time, see what
Time.
become of
Well,
me.
yeah, well, you're kind of getting close. So I knew this part was coming, right? And they're getting me all set up. And first of all, I go, by the way, I'm full of metal. Oh, we already know that.
Oh, they got your file.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you kind of interrupted me. Oh, no, that's fine. We know. I'm like, well, why'd she even ask me this question then?
They got to check it off on the sheet.
Yeah, I was like, nah, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And so, they're doing all this stuff, and I'm trying to grab stuff, and the girl's like trying to swat my hand, like, let go of it, asshole. Just let. Because they put like some weird thing like across your chest. I don't know what it was. It was just some weird.
It holds you down because you can't move
thing
around.
or something, I guess. And they go, "Hey, we got lots of music. Any kind of music you like. What do you like?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to think of something funny to say. Like pork and Havana ducks or something.
Yeah.
I was trying to I blanked it. I'm like, shit. I go, I don't know. And they're like, well. And this is some ageism or whatever the hell it's called. But it's like, oh, we got classic 70s rock.
There you go.
I go, wait, I didn't say this, but you're assuming just because I look older that I would enjoy.
They actually upped you a decade almost.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm like, those bitches, they know me too well.
You're more of for your at least formative years, an 80s guy.
Yeah, I know. So I just said, just play the Doors. I go,
That's
just in
60s.
case I die. Yeah, I know. I want to screw them with it. I go, I'm like, just in case this thing goes south and I just die in this thing, at least I'm listening to it.
You go, you ever hear of a little band called Aha? We got one song that's played on a loop.
Take on me. And,
Yeah.
So they get it on, and hold this ball in your hand. If you need our help, just squeeze this ball. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
And now they've got it's usually they have a person hold your breath, sir. Don't but they've got this recording.
Yeah.
Please breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. I'm thinking of that song. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe. There's a Bush, isn't it?
Yeah.
Breathe.
I was thinking of the Inhale Einstein, Exhale Hitler song we played.
I know.
In
I wish I would have thought of something really clever. All I could come up with these Doors.
Yeah.
So I'm in there, and all of a sudden, Light-My-Fire comes on. It's kind of shitty headphones, like shitty AM radio or something. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, Light-My-Fire, right? And it's going on, and they move the thing, and it's clicking and making noise,
Yeah.
like some nuclear meltdown, I'm like,
the whole time this thing sounds like it's falling apart.
yeah. I'm like, what if the power goes down and the zombie apocalypse happens,
Right.
right now, and I'm stuck in this thing?
You're stuffed in a tube.
And these two girls get murdered, and I can't get out now. And the zombies start nibbling on my toes. I'm starting to freak out a little bit.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. That's what happens in those things. Your mind wanders.
I know. I mean, I wasn't too freaked out. And then also when this thing's on, you can kind of feel your belly getting hot too. It's like it's like you're getting microwaved or something like
Yeah.
And so anyway,
and then they're always like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah,
No.
they did chime in once or twice,
No.
hey, Fatty Arbuckle, are you all right? No. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Louis Anderson, are you okay? Yeah, I'm all right.
My waist is sticking out if you want to do anything to me while I'm in here.
My toesies are out there if you like my toesies. And so I get so back to Light-My-Fire. So Light-My-Fire, it gets done, and now I see things have changed up a little bit because now there's commercials in between the songs. Hey, bet you'd like to go to Taco Bell right now for breakfast, wouldn't you? Yeah, we got a new burrito waiting for just for you, and you can like what?
And then your stomach starts rumbling.
I know because you're not allowed to eat because
No.
I'm like really not feeling well because I didn't eat. I'm like okay. I'm like just please play another Doors song. I'm like okay. I was promised the Doors.
Uh-huh.
Next thing I know, next song. I see a line of cars and they are painted black. No more, which is a great song. Don't get me wrong. I like the Stones and stuff. I go, this is not what I signed up for. I said the Door, not
Right, yeah.
Stones.
Rolling Stones,
I'm like,
painted black. You gotta paint it. Paint it. Paint it black.
That gets done. Guess what? Hey, we bet you're hungry for the new Taco Bell breakfast burrito.
Geez.
Let you stop by and get another taco. I'm like, oh.
How'd you make it through this thing and not have to take a shit, to be honest with you?
Yeah, I know. Believe me, a lot of things came through my mind during this. So next song comes on, right? Who's your daddy? What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich? Is he rich like me?
What?
I'm like, once again,
Who the hell is that?
This is like the Zombies.
Oh.
This is the freaking Zombies.
Okay, I don't remember that song.
The season, it's a season. This. I don't think.
Yeah, you're not doing a very good job of it, but okay.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich? Is he rich like me?
Sounds like your pickup lines.
Well, I might have used it once or twice. And so that gets done. I go, once again, no Doors. Hey, you know what would be great right now in your belly? Taco Bell. Oh my God. I'm like, please, God, if you're listening, please, the one prayer today. Finally, next song. Don't you love her madly? Don't you love her? I'm like, finally, thank you. Right. I go, this is not exclusively the Doors. This is like a hint of the Doors.
They just put you on the 60 station or something.
Yeah, like he won't know. He's not very smart.
Yeah.
He won't even know.
Was it Pandora or something? I don't even know what. Spotify?
I guess, but yeah, every song I had to hear about freaking Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Hey you. Hey you in the MRI. Wouldn't you like some Taco Bell? Hey, good looking. I'll be back to pick you up later.
Hey, Chewbacca in the MRI.
So were you naked?
No.
Fully clothed?
I could wear everything, but you had to wear their green hospital pants.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird because I have like a red shirt on, so I look like Mr. Christmas walking around. I look like some, mentally challenged individual.
I went to be a dentist.
Yeah, I know. And then like the pants don't fit right, so I'm walking around holding them up with like two hands. I'm like, I really don't want to drop trow in front of these two 20-year-old women.
Gangsta. You're like bored as hell and I want to get ill. Anyway.
Yeah.
Gangsta at the top of the... Anyway. I had to wear a gown. Like, I had to strip down to my undies and wear a gown.
See, last time as I recall, I had to do that.
And all they were doing was scanning my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this guy was weird.
They're just videotaping you. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, could be. Mm.
And so, they pulled me out. And they're like, well, you can get up if you want.
Yeah.
I go, hold on.
This old machine don't move like it used to, ladies.
Yeah. Well, you're all done. I think that's your only test today. I go, yeah, I'm getting ready for my reassignment surgery.
Oh my! Did you really say that?
Crickets.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
I don't think you can make fun of that anymore.
You crossed the line. So
they probably took a look at you and they're like, I can see it.
So so that was pretty much the end. But just one last footnote to it. You got to go through like security checkpoints. And like
right.
Put on the mask. They'd ask you. And I looked. The lady's name is Peaches.
Oh, really? I'm surprised you didn't say I want to listen to the President of the United States of America.
Yeah, well, or Herb and Peaches too.
Moving to the country, gonna eat a
Country, gonna
lot of
eat a lot
peaches.
of peaches. No, she goes, yeah, that's really my name. I go, oh, that's a cool name. Yeah, Peaches. All right,
What's your
cool.
middle name,
Cool.
honey? Cream?
Cream?
Interesting. So when are you guys gonna go out?
Never.
We're making a love connection.
Ooh.
Don't forget to get your Taco Bell.
Yeah.